First place.
Well, the industry that I come from, media and entertainment, is particularly focused today on the nexus between innovation and media and content. And when you look at where that's happening, it's very different than where it's happening in areas like biotech and pure technology.
And where is it happening?
Well, I mean, in a lot of cases it's happening, yes, in New York and in Los Angeles and in Silicon Valley, but a lot of the technology, a lot of the underlying technology in the entertainment business is being connected in places like Israel, where a lot of the technology for the PlayStation evolved, or games are being created in China and Korea, and those are games that far surpass anything that can be done in the United States. So a lot of the innovation in the entertainment business is happening across the world.
Anything you've learned here today in particular that jumps out at you and you want to apply to your daily work that excites you?
I think there have been two almost diametrically opposed points that are made here. On one side, there's been a lot of discussions around hubs of innovation, cities and areas, and it's been very, very focused. And so we've talked about specific cities like Silicon Valley or areas or Haifa. And I can understand some of the drivers of creating those hubs, whether it's a talent or it's building around a university or a specific company. But I think on the other side, the reality is that a lot of innovation is taking place globally and quite virtually. That companies are no longer thinking of themselves as location. They're defining their innovation much more broadly around the kinds of functions where they need innovation.
That's interesting. What about this issue of the mobility of labor, which is going to be a big theme of the next session? Does it change the equation for companies and for innovation more broadly, in your opinion? Is this virtual methodology perhaps the solution to that?
Well, a lot of, if you look at one of the themes that underlies a lot of the discussion that we've been having today, it's talent, and it's talent that's educated, and it's talent that's hungry and willing to fight for that innovation. And a lot of those people are not necessarily people that have been raised and grown in a certain place. I think that when you look at the talent that's coming from Russia, from China, from India, that mix, whether it's going into the United States or it's going into Israel or Bangalore, I think that mix is creating much more innovation than it would have been just people coming from a specific area.
Anything else that you've thought about today or that you want to understand here? What this? Is there any one big question that you'd like to have answered that you haven't heard addressed yet here?
Yeah, I rather than looking at what's happened and how innovation has happened, I'd like to think about it causally. How can we look forward and see where will innovation take place and how will it take place?
Good. That was great, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank you.